Guys, welcome back to Geeks Love Dogs, Book Dragons, and to quote the pop princess Britney Spears, oops, I did it again. I blame my wife. She took the dog to her puppy training classes and I was left to my own devices. Got bored and decided to take a trip to my regular used bookstore, Rick's Recycled Books on Monroe Avenue here in Rochester, New York. And, oh boy, I did bad stuff again. Before I show you that, I'll show you a couple other things I just recently picked up. I really wanted this Block and Ray Bradbury, Robert Block short story collection. I've been collecting Block stuff, and I pretty much have everything Bradbury's ever done. Fahrenheit 451 is one of my favorite books. She sent me a nice note. Thanks for giving this book a new home after all these years, which is nice. But yeah, so I picked this up. So I got that. And I picked this up because I really wanted to start this series. So I found it and grabbed that. Lynx Gold's Through the Wolf's Eyes. Me and Dogs, Wolves, you know. And I also stopped at a Goodwill and I wanted to pick up a few things. So I found this, Raymond Chandler, Trouble Is My Business. I've never read that one, so. I also picked up, for some reason, RoboCop 2, the novelization, most explosive movie event of the year. Somehow, I find that hard to believe. But, anyway, I picked it up just because I wanted to buy something. But I also found on the shelves there, first edition of The Exhibitionist by Henry Sutton, which at one point was a big deal. It's a Fawcett Gold Medal book. Hard to find, and for $1.99 at Goodwill, I thought I'd grab it. I may never read it. I may, who knows. But nice to have, even if it's a little beat up shape. And I also found this. I saw it on the shelf when I was going through, and there isn't much on the shelves there, but Adult Reading, Another Piece of Candy by J. Martin. Now, I wasn't even going to bother with this. Like, it might be fun for a video book haul. I looked it up online, and I could not find this anywhere. I mean, nowhere did this place was this listed. I finally found somebody selling a copy of this. One copy, one place, $85. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just pick it up and see what happens. Who the hell? You never know. All right. So that's stuff I picked up other than today, this week. So like I said, I stopped at Rick's Recycled Books and I kind of went on a shopping spree. His stuff, almost all of it's $2. Some of it's $1.75, some of it's $2.50, some of it's $3, but almost all of it is about $2. So I get kind of carried away. And I did pick up this, Death of a Citizen by Donald Hamilton. This is Matt Helm. This is the original Matt Helm book. For $2.50. There's a little bit of writing in it, but it's not in bad shape. It's number 1 in the series. And I only have like a half a dozen of these, but for $2.50, yeah, I was going to pick it up. See what else I got. I did pick up another assignment book, Edward S. Aaron's assignment. I realized I had this one after. It was too late. Whatever. I'll put it in my trade or resale box or whatever. But this is one of the ones I already picked up at one point. I know there are other people out there who like them, so maybe they don't have that one. That's another Fawcett Gold Medal. So, this is a series I wanted to collect, and he had a couple of them, so I picked them up. These are the last two in the series. Guardian's Death Charge, number 16. So, this is one I was going to collect anyway. These are the last two. And Snake Eyes, 15. Sometimes the end of the series is harder to find than the beginning because, you know, when it ends, they sell very few copies, sales go down, and it's harder to find, so might as well pick them up. And because I did pick up that Lynx Gold, I found these there. This is book 2 in that series. Thought I'd grab it, add to the, grab it while I could. There, and this is farther down the same series, way down. I was like book 6 or something. I don't know, but it was there. And it wasn't in bad shape for $2, so I grabbed it. So now I have 3 of that, and I picked up this one by her too. It's a different series, 13 Orphans. It actually has to do with the animal Zodiac, the Chinese Zodiac, and the 13th Noble Cat that you don't ever hear about unless you like watch something like I can't remember. There was an anime for that dealt with that, and so there's a big story behind the cat not being in the Zodiac and why, and some of that's in here, I guess. So I was definitely interested. I also picked up. Let's see what else I got. The Butcher, number 18, The UN Affair, by Stuart Jason. I think it's my first Butcher book. Butcher book. So I have one of those now. I also have one of The Widowmaker Gun, number 12, an adult western. Everybody's been talking about these adult westerns, so I want to see what all the fuss is about. If I ever get to read it. Country Comfort. That's funny. Last night I was just drinking some Country Comfort. All right. We got The River of Diamonds by Jeffrey Jenkins. I don't know what this is exactly. No, it's part of a series or a standalone. Just looked interesting. And there it was on the shelf. So, and this one really gets me. So I found this. And I'm like, oh, this is a Nebula Award winner, Another Orphan. An ordinary stockbroker are suddenly trapped with Captain Ahab and Moby Dick. I'm like, all right, that's interesting. Like, I didn't even realize until I got home and started pulling these out. This is John Kessel's Another Orphan. This is an ace double. Didn't even know it. The other side is Barry B. Longyear's Enemy Mine, the original story. It's funny, last night I was just having a conversation with my wife about that movie. She had never seen it. So this is a Hugo and Nebula Award winner. This is the original story that the 80s movie was based on. And I've never seen this book anywhere, and I accidentally bought it. Because I bought it for this side and didn't realize it was an ace double. So sometimes you get lucky. I got number 20 in the Joe Gall series, which I don't know, by Philip Atlee. The Black Venus Contract. It just looked interesting. It looked like one of those detective spy novels that I've been picking up, and I thought it'd be fun for $2. Go get yourself kidnapped, Joe. Joe, you heard her, Joe. So I thought I'd grab that. He actually threw this in for free because I was talking about wanting to pick up some Mickey Splains. I only have one. I have no mic hammer. So he just gave it to me because it needs to be repaired. Needs to be glued. He just gave it to me. Appreciate that. Thank you, Rick. So, got that. Also got this. The Hardcore Devil's Plunder by Chuck Bainbridge. This is the 8th in the series. I've never heard of the series. Didn't see any others. It's like, what, $2? Yeah, $2. What the heck? I love these team mercenary group kind of things, unit. I'm just a big fan of that. This one, Bloodstorm by Kyle Manning. Not Manning, because it doesn't have two ends, Manning. So, the terrorists died smelling their own burning flesh. This is hilarious, the back. They were scum, but they made our weak-willed politicians quake with fear. Secure in their desert hideout, protected by the Looney Tune dictator of Libya. Oh boy, the propaganda here. They laughed at U.S. might while launching terrorist attacks throughout the world. For the battalion, a dead baby was a victorious political statement. But like garbage, they were about to be burned by the face-stomping, gut-busting bastards in the world. I mean, that is some good America propaganda, you gotta admit. I have to check it out. That could be really good for a laugh. A find. Nora Lofts, writing under the pen name Peter Curtis, provides a superb gothic mystery, The Devil's Own. So I don't know either of them. I just kind of like the cover. I don't think it has a cover. Artist listed, 1960 Pyramid Edition. This is a Pyramid book from 1966. Yeah. So just thought I'd pick it up for the fun of it. The Darkest Night by Peter Saxon, a black magic novel of terror. The devil-driven worshippers of Kali sacrifice a young woman to their evil goddess of sorcery. And you wonder why I pick it up? Well, it should be pretty obvious. Let's see. Also by Peter Saxon, The Torturer. I think I like this guy. 1966. Press Editorial Services. First printing 1967. Okay, paperback library edition. Well, I'm glad libraries used to have stuff like this in their card catalog. Terror, threatening madness to everyone. Horror, surpassing the most hideous nightmare. Desire, running brutally berserk. Evil, conquering good with unholy power. They all come to life on the darkest night. Yeah, I'm there. I'm there for it. Love this. John Jake's Six Gun Planet. A Western of the 23rd century from the great historical novelist of the 20th. It's Warner Books. Look at that. I love that cover. It's a great cover. Let's see. Cover art by David Plord. First printing, reissued 1978. Originally 1970. Love it. Looks great. I also have a Pyramid Stripe book. Lyle Sprague de Camp, so I'm sure it's good. And Fletcher Pratt, The Castle of Iron. It's like this. I'm a psychologist at a university in Ohio. Not the university in Ohio. A very solid state. A very solid state. Solid job. What with one thing and another, there's an asterisk. More precisely, the curious events encountered in the incomplete Enchanter Pyramid Book F723. So you have to reference another book to get the whole thing. My wife happens to be a fictional character. Yeah, I know a lot of guys like that. From a poem. This is hard to explain. When she disappears into another world, it's much harder to explain, particularly to the cops. When I follow her with a magic carpet, a werewolf, and some spells that don't quite work, it's impossible to explain, unless, of course, you read the book. All right, that's a good hook. I'm there for it. Let's see. Picked up this. I don't usually read Gothics, and I've been hearing Dorothy Daniels' name all over the place lately. And he had a bunch of them, and I left a bunch behind. This one looked interesting to me, The Mistress of Falcon Hill. Like the cover. So, I mean, if you guys know anything about Dorothy Daniels, give me a shout. Tell me about her. Tell me if she's any good. Tell me if next time I go, I should pick up the others. Because I don't know. A Search for Her Past. Amy Dalton. So let me know what you guys think of Dorothy Daniels. So I picked up Royal Flash by George MacDonald Fraser. Oh, this is obviously a reprint 70s cover. So, Flashman is back. First printing 1971. No, is it? No, copyright 1970. First says first printing, and then it says it was copyright in 70. Who knows? Anyway, and this one too, Flashman. This is the original one. Let's not show the nudity now. I think this is the first one. Oh. Can a man who was expelled from school as a drunken bully seduces his father's mistress to become his secret life? Let's see. $1969, first printing June 1970. I don't know, maybe it is, who knows. I picked up this. I just had book one. The Fighting Saga of the SAS, Book 1, Warrior Cast by James Albany. Under Hitler's orders. That's what they all say. Like I said, I love these team and mercenary groups and stuff. Barabbas Fix. This is book 27. I never heard of it. It's the only one he had by Jack Hild. I don't know anything about it. Just thought, what the heck. And let's see, when is this? There's the entire series. There's a lot of them. Yeah, whatever. 1988. It's not that old. Oh, well, like I said, everything's relative. I picked up Robert B. Parker's Appaloosa. I've been wanting to read it. Figure what the heck, couple bucks. I'll just grab it this way instead of like ordering it off Amazon or something. Better to buy it used from my buddy Rick. Alright, The Zone number 3, Hunter Killer by James Rausch. It's the only one of this series. I don't know anything about this series either. In the World of Tomorrow war will be final. Alright, so yeah, just I thought it looked interesting. What else we got? Alright, Gen 13 Nether War. Whoops, look at me. By Christopher Golden and Jeff Marriott. Now this is I used to read the comic. So back in the 90s. This is when all those great authors, or excuse me, great artists and writers left Marvel Comics and went and formed Image Comics. Gen 13 was one of the books. I think it might have been a Liefeld, I'm not sure. In any case, this was one of the books I read. I just picked this as the first novel. Thought it'd be fun. But if you notice, you can see this cover is actually by Julie Bell, who is a fantastic fantasy author, and she's often compared to her famous husband, Boris Vallejo. But she doesn't need to, she can stand on her own. Her work is incredible. So she doesn't need to be overshadowed by anybody, even the great Boris Vallejo. Anyway, that's why I picked it up, because I used to read the comic and thought it'd be interesting. So we got Mac Maloney's The Pirate Hunters. Helicopter, I was going to pick it up. Fighting modern day cutthroats off the Somali coast. I think Mac Maloney has another series that I wanted to read. Was it Wingman or something? So, Forge Books. The Pirate Brandish and AK-47, as they will. This is a newer book, a newer series, I believe. Obviously, it looks pretty new. 2010. But whatever. And I also picked up Operation Sea Ghost from the same series. Pirate Hunters novel. Yeah, so, got that. 1 second. Sorry about that. My mouth was getting dry. I really needed some iced tea, and I didn't want to be drinking on the camera. You may hear the noise of me slurping. So, I started getting this series too. They had a bunch of them. The Last Ranger series. The first one looks way different. Craig Sargent. But I got... Let's see. What do we got here? That's book 1. Here's book 4. The Rabid Brigadier. Post-apocalyptic. I got it, man. Maybe I just got it because of the dog. Looks like a pit bull mix. Or just a pit bull. So number 4. Number 5, The War Weapons. Yeah, this is a post-apocalyptic, post-World War III survivalist kind of series. Looked interesting. You had a bunch of them. Here's number 6, The Warlord's Revenge. Maybe the doggy's getting them. But you got a dog partner. You got my attention right off the bat every time. I'm a sucker for that. Number 6. Whoops. Number 7, The Vile Village. Number 8, The Cutthroat Cannibals. He's all firing off that, 50 cal. Well, the dog is just barking. He's being useful. You tell him, dog. Anyway. That's number 8. Number 9, The Damned Disciples. The dog's getting more prevalent on the cover as we go. Which one of them's got the worst growl, you think? Look at them. They're both growling at you. Urgh. They say your dogs end up looking like their owners. I guess as far as the series goes, they're getting more and more to look more and more like each other. And here's number 10. Yes, number 10. Is this the end? I don't know. It depends on sales, I guess. I'm not sure how many are in the series. Maybe the end. Alright, so that's that. I'm making a mess. I also picked up, let's see, a new Nick Carter book. I think that's like the 3rd one I got now. It's a Doomsday Formula. I don't know where that falls in the series. Got a beat up on the back, but it looks like dried sticker. But anyway, new Nick Carter. There's a lot in that series. I also started apparently a new series that I never heard of. You guys can tell me about Drake by Dan J. Marlowe. It's Operation Fireball. Only one of them is numbered. 5 strangers, $2 million, one lusty redhead, and no holds barred. I am a fan of redheads, lusty or otherwise. Alright, here's number 9. It's the only one that's numbered. Operation Hammerlock. Drake. The man with nobody's face. I'm not even asking until I read. So, what do you think? You guys know Drake? Is that a good series? Tell me about it. Operation Drumfire. Operation Flashpoint. First Prize Mystery Writers of America Award. Well, I mean, it must be good, right? Like I said, these are Fawcett Gold Medal books, but I don't know anything about Drake. I'm still learning some of this. My specialty was in like fantasy and sci-fi and horror. And so this men's adventure stuff, which I'm loving, is kind of new to me, but I'm learning as I go. Operation Breakthrough. So, I need advice from the experts. Tell me what you think. And finally, Operation Whiplash. I'm going to have to look up, the series, how many there are in the series, where these guys fall in there, because I don't know. Basically just got home and doing this because I wanted to share. And finally, yet another series, and I have a bunch of them here, so I decided to try the Traveler series. It's number 4, To Kill a Shadow. It's by D.B. Drum. Another post-apocalyptic, post-World War III men's adventure series. He had a bunch of them real cheap, so $1.75 to $2, so something like that. Number 6, Border War. Look at that horrible mohawk. It looks almost plastic. I'm not buying it at all. He has a Native American girl on the back. That's a selling point. Love Native American culture. Alright, we have number 5, Road War. Oops, sorry about that. And this one's a little bent. It's not that bad though. Number 7, The Road Ghost. This stuff just looks like so much fun and easy to read. I'm so burnt out from reading 1,000-page epics. All this stuff's gonna give me a nice brain rest that I need from years and years of reading giant fantasy and sci-fi epics. Number 9, The Stalking Time. They're out of order. Hope you don't mind. It's number 13. I think it's the last one. Ghost Dancers. I think it's the last one in the series. I didn't put them in order. I apologize. Hope you won't hold it against me. Alright, we have number 2. Kingdom Come. In the post-nuke wasteland, he's the only hero we've got. Oh no, I think we're in trouble, guys. Alright. Sorry, my focus is messing up because of all the books in the background. Anyway, and finally, number 8, Terminal Road. I'm not sure what exactly is happening there, but it looks weird. What is going on? Some robots grabbing him? Yeah. Anyway, it's number 8. And that's it. That's my sudden and unexpected trip to Rick's Recycled Books on Monroe Avenue here in Rochester, New York, that I did not expect to make, and now I brought home a bunch more books and did a book haul that was not scheduled or planned. So I hope you got something out of it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you have something caught something in here that caught your attention. In any case, like, comment, subscribe, all the routine by now. Help me out, talk to me, tell me what you like, what you know about some of these that I don't know anything about. In any case, I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. The way things have been going lately, it's getting warm here, and I'm book shopping and things are a little bit out of hand, so you'll be getting more book hauls, I'm pretty sure. In any case, thank you for showing up. Love you guys. I'm so glad you're here. Appreciate you. And I'll probably, like I said, see you real soon. I hope you come back. Have a good one. Bye.